Welcome to the Horse Talk Show. Have you ever seen a horse who could talk? With your host, Louisa Barton, who really wants to be a famous rider. She really loves to ride fast. Presented by Peterson and Smith, Equine Hospital and Complete Care.
Truth is, I have horses with people problems.
Now here's the Brit on the bit, Louisa Barton. Enjoy the show.
Larson Farms is our TV broadcast sponsor. Mr. Richard Larson, a man of great integrity, cares about every single bale of hay and about taking care of his customers. He also has a huge heart for those genuinely in need. Larson Farms, Idaho's finest alfalfa. The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
Welcome to the Horse Talk Show, brought to you by Peterson and Smith, Equine Hospital and Complete Care. Our broadcast sponsor, Larson Hay,
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
I tried to give it to you, Pat.
I did my best.
Dancin Pete here. We're sitting in for Louisa, who has gone out and about, and we've asked Pat to be me today.
I don't know if I dance as good, but I'll do my best, Pete.
So we're going to have a really fun show for you. We're going to talk about some news. We have a Dr. Cayot segment on what's in the vet truck and what's in Louisa's truck, which will be really interesting.
Yeah.
We also have Carrie Landry, Secretary of Citrus Stampede Rodeo, and we have Dr. Marnie Ward, 4-H agent and extension agent for Citrus County. They're going to be here talking to us, and we also have a really neat segment coming up that you and I filmed.
Yeah.
With Pat Myers Electric. So he usually is the electrician.
I'm normally.
But today
I'm filling in as Pete.
There you go.
There you go.
And I'm Louisa. So, let's get on to some good news. We have the the Hobby Horse Equestrian Games.
Yeah.
October 21st from 10 a.m. to 6. We're going to have sponsors by Ag Pro, Larson Hay, Pat Myers Electric.
Wow, okay.
The Horse Talk Show.
That's right.
Ocala Polo, Equus Television, and more and more. And during this, what are they going to see?
I actually heard, Pete, that we're going to have all kinds of great games out there. We're going to do some jumping, dressage, all kinds of fun stuff for the entire family. But I also heard that there was going to be a prize for the wonkiest stick horse.
I think she's taking it too far now.
I don't know, Pete. That's an impressive trophy. I'd like to see that on my shelf.
Oh, okay. Well, you can go for it. So during this games, we're going to have vendors, food trucks, hay rides. We're going to have all horse breed exhibit. We're going to have horse demos. The all breed parade, which is Louisa's favorite.
Fantastic. A lot of breeds this year.
And it's free admission because of all our great sponsors. And what are we going to see there?
We're going to see a lot of great things. We're going to get a chance to play polo, barrel racing, roping, mounted shooting, all from the safety of a stick horse. So even if you've never had a chance to be on a horse or participate in any of these events, you can do it at the Hobby Horse Games.
And then we're going to have show jumping, horse racing, and dressage. And for you guys that really ride dressage, this is the greatest place to come and practice.
That's right. Your pee off, you can get a real good.
Yeah, that's what Louisa will do to me, is pee off me.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're going to have a really good time. I'm going to be there. Pat's going to be there.
Yeah.
His team's going to be there. We're going to have a lot of fun. There's also trophies to win for the best stick horse.
The best, not just the wonkiest stick horse.
Not the wonkiest. And it's going to be also if the best colors for your high school. We're going to have lots of different categories for you to win. So if you want to build a stick horse or come and get a stick horse, then there'll be some available, and you can have yours with you.
This is Sparky. He's just he's not in full costume yet, but he's a good boy.
And then he has a little sound effect.
He does. Not as well trained as your horses, Pete, but we're still working.
There you go. All right, we're also going to go to Piranha, November 3rd. We're going to have the golf tournament. This pro Ted Potter will be there to help out with all this. It's a 7:30 breakfast and registration, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. golf tournament, 3 p.m. lunch buffet, or 2 to 3 lunch buffet, 3 to 5 free time, and 6 to 10 dinner, award ceremony, presentations, and dancing.
Dancing.
So we're going to have a
Pretty fancy gala.
Have a lot of fun with that. These are going to benefit our 3 sponsors, or our 3 to give away.
Yes.
General Carousel, Therapeutic Horses, Canines for Warriors, and I can't read the last one.
I think you got
Florida Youth Ranch.
No. Yeah.
Yes. So they're still looking to register. If you want to have a team of 4, it's $1,000, or you can donate money, and that just goes to benefit these great things. And as always, we're going to be out there having fun.
Yeah, great cause, a lot of fun. Enjoy your time.
Rana always does it to the teal,
Yeah.
the tins. So I've been out to the dance. That was a lot of fun. The golf tournament. So come out and join us, and we'll have a lot of fun for this. Yay!
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the exciting stuff that we're going to do today, because Pat and I went out and we actually did a little tour.
Did a tour of a barn. Had some fun.
We had a lot of fun, and that's going to be, the first one's going to premiere today. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Sounds good.
So give us a little sneak preview. What is
a little sneak preview? We're just really it was a lot of fun. We got an opportunity to look around at some barns and see what we can do to educate people and show them the things that were good about their barn and some of the things that weren't so good about their barn to help to protect their horses.
And make sure you know that this isn't to point out fingers, hurt people's feelings, even though you've had the same thing I've had. Hurt people's
Sometimes
feelings.
it goes that way, but you know, really, it's all to protect the animals and make sure that the people are safe, and that's really what it is. Like you said, we're not there to hurt anybody's feelings. We're there to help people. So that's what it's all about.
Yep, I've had many times where I've told people the truth, and
they didn't want to hear it.
No, what do you mean the horse isn't going to work for me? I'm like, well, he will, but it's going to take a while.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be, I think, 4 or 5 segments of you and I walking around the barn.
Walking around.
Well, Louisa's not here, and we're going to have a lot of fun, so.
Hopefully not get into too much trouble.
Oh, no, we need to get in trouble.
No promises. No promises.
I'm going to make sure we get in trouble. All right. Well, we're going to see you in a few, Dr. Cayot, on what's in the vet truck.
And what's in Louisa's truck.
That'll be really interesting.
Let's find out.
So if you've ever wanted to know what's in the vet truck, and I don't know if you ever wanted to know what's in Louisa's truck.
I don't know.
But
both could be exciting. Who knows?
Both can be really exciting. So we'll see you back in a few.
This portion of the show is presented by Peterson and Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care, and our TV broadcast sponsor is Larson Farms, Idaho's finest alfalfa. Supporting sponsors are DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Seminole Feed Stores, Lip Chip LLC, Piranha, Florida HVAC Services, Crystal Cryo, Ocala Dog Ranch, and The Drinking Post. This show is brought to you in part by DAC Vitamins and Minerals of Florida. All horses need a solid immune system, excellent joint support, a healthy gut, and DAC has all the vitamins and minerals they need with the NASC stamp of approval. So like them on Facebook now or go to feeddac.com. DAC, It makes a world of difference.
With over 70 years of collective experience in the horse industry, Lip Chip was built with integrity by horsemen for horsemen. Introducing the Chip Link system, powered by Lip Chip, where a 15-digit unique ID becomes a key to unlock not only identity, but also health paperwork, owner information, and even photos of each horse. So simple, even a child can do it. The future is here. The future is Lip Chip.
Join us for the Hobby Horse Equestrian Games, presented by Ag Pro Companies of Ocala on October the 21st at the Florida Horse Park. Enjoy the parade of horse breeds, take a free hay ride, and learn horse sports by competing from the safety of a stick horse. Win ribbons and prizes in barrel racing, show jumping, roping, racing, and polo. Plus food trucks and a vendor village. Don't forget to horse around with us, October the 21st, 10 to 6 p.m. at the Florida Horse Park. Free admission for all. This event is part of the CEP's Equine Initiative, presented by Piranha.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
Hi, this is Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith. You're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Louisa Barton here for the Horse Talk Show and Echoes Television, and we're at Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care, visiting with Dr. Adam Cayot, and we're going to chat about what's in the back of a vet's vehicle.
A lot.
A lot
of stuff.
A lot of stuff. So what do you carry around with you?
Pretty much just about everything that I need, unless I forget something, which that's happened before. Like today, I didn't have a 100 ml bottle of Banamine, but you know, that happens. So obviously injectable medications, oral medications, buckets, tubes, needles, syringes, gauze, wraps, X-ray machines, ultrasound machines, endoscopic scopes, pretty much hoof tester, hoof pick, pretty much anything that you would need, a minor surgery pack, biopsy instruments, tubes, blood tubes, specimen tubes. I mean, there's a lot of stuff back there, a lot of stuff. And inevitably, sometimes you, even with all that, you're like, oh, dang, where did that go? So that happens sometimes, unfortunately, but most of the time, if you keep organized and you got good help like I do, the truck is well stocked and we're not missing anything. But you know, you never know what you're going to face during the day, so you got to have a little bit of everything. And you know, real estate is expensive in the trucks, so you got to be cognizant of what all you need back there and where it's going to go and how much you can carry and that sort of thing. So you know, it's 22 years. I don't know if I have a perfect setup, but it's my setup. So, you know, I understand, you know, where stuff is. Kind of depends on, like, you know, as much work that you do. I don't do much reproductive work anymore, so I don't have much of that stuff on the truck anymore. I have more lameness and sport med stuff. But if you have your reproductive vet, they're going to have their reproductive ultrasounds and their speculums and, you know, everything to do breeding that they need to do. And you know, likewise, if you got you know, somebody that does sports medicine, then you're going to have more lameness diagnostic stuff and that sort of thing.
So depending on what your specialty is, you might have more of certain items.
Yep, exactly. So and And then, you know, I mean, some guys, you know, they do all kinds of farm animals, not just horses, you know, so they got stuff to deal with, displaced abomasons and things on cows and goats and pigs and everything else. So there's a lot of stuff. That's obviously our rolling office. You know, then you got to think of all the paperwork and the computer and everything else that goes into it. I mean, it literally is a rolling office, and spend a lot of time in it. So, you know, you want to make it as comfortable and as convenient as possible.
Yeah, so there's a lot to fit back there. So it's obviously going to be very organized. And then for you, you're very familiar because you've done it for a long time, but you've got to kind of get used to, especially if you're a new vet, where everything is, so you're not hunting for something for a long time. That's
exactly right.
Especially in an emergency.
That's exactly right. So yeah, I kind of know where everything is, you know, but yeah, I mean, even something that I haven't used in a while, I'm like, I think I keep it over here, but that will happen sometimes. But yeah, like you have a system and you kind of know your own truck, and you'll talk to like some of our riders that, you know, if one doctor's not working and somebody else needs an assistant that day or whatever, one of the main complaints that they have is because each doctor is different. Like they're used to their doctor, and she keeps the Banamine at this spot, and this guy, it's in a total different spot. So it's certainly doctor specific as far as how they have all their equipment set up, and you know, but what works for you works for you.
Now, do you have to have a refrigerated area back there?
Yep, we've got a refrigerator. Keeps vaccines in there, obviously, and you know, some of the joint, you know, like high bisque and stuff like that needs to be refrigerated, injectable bute, that sort of stuff. That's you. Yep, you have to have a refrigerator. This is all regulated by the state of Florida, so we actually get our trucks checked periodically by the state of Florida to make sure that we have everything that we're supposed to have on there. That's regulated by law. Refrigerator is one of them, and they're pretty stringent about that.
Need some piranha.
Yeah, seriously. After the rain, the gnats have come out. You know, so they have, you know, they're pretty specific that you have to keep your refrigerator a certain temperature, and you have to have a thermometer in there and the whole thing. So, you know, we do get checked. So.
Do you?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Now, do you restock it, or does someone else restock it for you?
Both.
Both.
My rider Melissa, you know, she generally restocks for me, but you know, if she's not working or whatever, we call in. Like it's nice here because we have somebody working in the pharmacy that helps us, so we can call in stuff that at the end of the day that we've dispensed off the truck, or we need, or we've used up. Like I need more gloves, or I need, you know, whatever. Then we can call them in, and our pharmacy is great, and they'll pull it off the shelf and have it waiting for us. So then we get here, and Melissa can just put it back to where it goes and restock everything. So it works out pretty nice. We're pretty spoiled that way. But on the weekends, if I need stuff, I get it myself and put it in there, and that's just all part of it. So
we don't want to look in the back of my truck and see what's in there right now. Since we showed you what's in the back of Dr. Adam Cayot's truck, we thought it might be appropriate to show you what's in the back of mine. Please take into consideration the fact that I have been moving. I want to also mention that this truck came from Palm Chevrolet, from Angel, who did a fantastic job getting me a big truck because I needed a really, really big truck, and let me show you why. Of course, shoved in this side of the vehicle would be a lamb pellets that come from Larson Hay. Why, you ask yourself? Are they shoved in the back? The answer is because the bed of the truck is shoved with Larson bedding. Can you imagine? And onto the other side of the truck, this is what moving looks like. I have no idea why there's a level in here, no idea. Aslan, my dog, is currently at Ocala Dog Ranch because Dr. Esther Brummond is treating him there. And so all I can do is go visit him. And Neil, God bless him, is keeping him there so he can get daily treatment. So this is a toy that I can take to Aslan at Ocala Dog Ranch. Isn't it cute? This is the box that the toy came out of. Oh, this is a Tupperware to go to my storage that I now need because I downsized. This is Sand Clear that came from Seminole Feed Store because I have to drop it off at my Mustang, who lives out in Citra at Royal Blessing Farm. Oh, this was from the flowers today that I dropped off at a closing that I did. This is an unexplainable bag. It was in the move. I'm not sure why it's still back here. I think it's probably clothes. This is a new container that came from Amazon today for my dog food. These are towels. These are in here because yesterday I picked Lucy up from the Ocala Dog Ranch and took her home when I couldn't take Aslan home. So these towels were back here for her to lie on. This, I don't know. It's some kind of piece of tripod or television radio equipment. I'm not sure because it's buried under everything else. And then this is my book bag with my items in it. That's what's in the back of my truck. That's a bit scary after moving. Yes. So, as far as writing notes and files and all that, is that all done on paper, or do you?
So if the client's already in our computer system, then I add the notes through the computer system and through the program that we have. So that makes it easy. If it's a new client and they haven't been put in, they have to be put in by the main clinic. So I'll do a handwritten invoice for that and have the notes on there, and then they put it in the system when it gets back to the home base.
So it's a driving office.
It works.
Everything you need.
It works really nice. Yep. We're actually getting ready. I think we're getting ready to get a new program that we're going to have on our computers, because they just go through these cycles. Like these companies that do these programs, that their idea is they're going to sell that to somebody else. So then they stop supporting it, and so then you have to find somebody new. So
yes, we know about that. Yeah. We've had some of those experiences. It's great. Yeah. So the driving vet clinic is what you have ready to jump into action. That's not a huge space to fit a lot of stuff.
That's why I said real estate is expensive. For sure, in there.
It's got to be done right.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Everything's tucked in every nick and cranny.
Dr. Adam Cayot with Peterson Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care, sharing with us what you'll find in the back of your veterinarian's vehicle. Louisa Barton for the Horse Talk Show and Equus Television. This portion of the show is presented by Peterson and Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care, and our TV broadcast sponsor is Larson Farms, Idaho's finest alfalfa. Supporting sponsors are DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Seminole Feed Stores, Lip Chip LLC, Piranha, Florida HVAC Services, Crystal Cryo, Ocala Dog Ranch, and The Drinking Post. At Crystal Cryo, you can relax and enjoy a non-invasive cryo skin facial. Reduce fine lines and wrinkles and tighten the skin. Improve texture and tone. Stimulate collagen production. Reduce inflammation and acne. And increase blood flow to the skin, resulting in a more youthful, radiant appearance. And it all takes only about 30 minutes. Boost your confidence now and set up a consultation. Find Crystal Cryo at crystalcryo.net or on social media. Experience the ultimate in relaxation and rejuvenation. Pamper and revitalize your body, mind, and spirit at Crystal Cryo.
This show is brought to you in part by Seminole Feed Stores, family owned since 1934. Manufacturing fixed formula horse feeds with mindful monitoring and quality ingredients right here in Ocala in an all-natural, non-medicated feed mill. Seminole Feed, simply the world's best and safest feed. Like them on Facebook now or find them at SeminoleFeed.com.
Horses. Piranha! Oh no! Oh, the humanity! Oh, piranha.
Peterson and Smith Equine Hospital and Complete Care seeks to be a leading international veterinary practice that provides state-of-the-art veterinary care to their patients while fostering professional relationships with their clients that stand the test of time. For 24/7 and the best in equine care, check out Peterson and Smith at petersonsmith.com or like them on Facebook now for more information.
Does your farm need a facelift? Has the harsh Florida climate left your barns, stable doors, and fences stained? J&S Pressure Washing has a professional team who can exceed your expectations and restore your farm to its former glory. Get rid of dust and cobwebs that can cause allergies and health issues for horses, and keep your horses safe by limiting fire hazards in the barn. J&S Pressure Washing can clean your house, your barns, your fences, and your driveway, and you can count on dependable and professional services. For more information, call Stephen at 352-502-5355.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
Hi, this is Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith. You're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back to the Horse Talk Show. I'm filling in. I'm Dancin Pete for Louisa Barton. And this is my co-host, Pat Myers from Pat Myers Electric. We're brought to you by Peterson and Smith, the Equine Hospital and Complete Care, and our broadcast sponsor, Larson's Hay.
Idaho's finest alfalfa.
There you go, Pat. You got it that time. So I'm excited because Pat Myers Electric has just become a sponsor for the Horse Talk Show. And this is our premiere of you and I having an interview and going and looking at a barn. So I'm super excited for this to come
Me too.
up. So what are we going to see on this?
We're going to see some good things. We're going to see some bad things, some little things we may need to tweak. But again, like I said, it's all to benefit the animals and the barns and make sure that they're taken care of to the best of their ability. So we're never coming from a place of trying to make someone uncomfortable, but trying to help them help their horses and help you
educating people that are horse people. Because I learned a lot from the segments we did, because I'm like, I've walked into these barns many times and I haven't seen those. And now I walk into barns going, ooh, that outlet's bad. Oh, that light's bad.
You don't know what you don't know, Pete. That's it. Everyone has their specialty and they're very good at it. And mine just happens to be electrical.
It just happens to be
Uncle
Sparky. All right, here we go. Here's the premiere. Dancin Pete here with Pat Myers, Mr. Electric. And we're going to do a little walkthrough of a barn to give you guys an idea of what Pat does and the importance of having a safe barn with your electricity. Just like I do with my horsemanship, keeping people safe, saying, hey, that horse is having problems. It might not look like he's having problems, but then eventually you get bucked off and it was out of nowhere, and I say, I saw it 2 weeks ago. So Pat's going to show us some obvious signs and some signs we might go, oh, that's fine, Pat. What's the problem? So everybody, welcome Pat Myers.
Good to see you.
So tell us what we're going to do.
So we're just going to do a walkthrough. We're going to take a look at, like Pete said, some of the things that are obvious that we want to make sure are safe in the barn. And the biggest thing is educating. We just want to make sure that everyone knows what to look for and obvious signs that we want to keep all the animals safe.
Good. And the big thing, disclaimer here, we're not here to tear down the barn here or anywhere we take Pat or myself or a horse. We're just educating you guys. We want you to be aware of those little things that, where I might see a horse and say, hey, Pat, I wouldn't touch that horse. And he goes, why? He looks friendly. Where Pat would do the same thing with electricity. I know enough about electricity to stay away from it.
Yes, sir.
So take us, what's your first run through?
So first thing we want to do, I normally look at your everyday stuff, things that you use all the time, your outlets, your fans, and your lights. Those are the three major things in the barn. So we're going to take a look at some of the outlets we have. We have a couple outlets up high, which is great because obviously we want to keep things away from the horses that they're very curious. They want to bite at things, they want to play with stuff, so we don't want any cords hanging down. So the good thing is we do have outlets up out of the way, so that's not an issue. Same thing with the fans. We're utilizing the fans. They're up out of the way where horses can't get to them. One of the things I do see, we have standard outlets in place where we really want to have GFI protection, and whether we do that at the outlet itself or we do that at the source where the panel is located, so that if they get wet or a horse is messing with something that they shouldn't be, it can trip that GFI and not harm the animal or the person.
So now I'm going to stop him just like he would if we were talking horses. Back up, tell us what GFI means, because for us people that are horse people, that doesn't mean anything to me.
So a GFI is a ground fault circuit interrupter. It is meant to trip the circuit or trip an outlet because there's something wrong. Either it's gotten wet or somebody is in danger of getting shocked, or an animal is in danger of getting shocked. So it causes the circuit to be interrupted so no one can get hurt. It's just a safety precaution, just like a circuit breaker, just measures resistance rather than amperage.
Good, thank you. I'm going to stop you every so often.
That's fine. I'm here for it.
Because some of us out there are going to go, what is a GFI? And he's over there going, yeah, it's just like if I was talking horses. Yeah, you got your billets, and well, that's a billet, right?
Nope, I wouldn't know.
There you go.
No idea.
Okay. And then the other thing I was going to ask you, because you said this in a previous thing, is the outlets connecting is through a or what would you call that?
Conduit.
Conduit.
Yeah,
Thank
conduit.
you.
Yeah, so that's just the pipe that the wire is encased in. And you always want the wire, especially in a barn, encased in some sort of conduit. Normally PVC is great because it's already weatherproof, it's very forgiving. When you use metal conduit, you want to make sure you use correct fittings that are weather tight. You get a good seal on that because we are in a damp location in a barn. That's less for the animal and more for the longevity of the product that's installed. So that is something important. You can use metal conduit in a barn, just making sure that the fittings and the boxes that they go into are correct and they're all sealed up.
Very good. All right, what's
that's
step
very
2?
Important. So lighting, that's one of the things we want to look at, and you want to make sure, obviously, that you have great lighting because you want to see what's going on in the barn. But the big thing is how the lighting is installed and the product that you use. So the first thing, where it's installed, obviously, again, up out of the way. We don't want horses rearing up. We don't want them getting spooked and banging into light fixtures or anything like that. And then the product itself, a lot of the product we use, Pete, it's shatter resistant. There's no bulbs in place. There's the shield that is encasing the light is shatter resistant. So you could run it over with the tractor and it's not going to break. So horses.
So the lights here don't have the protection.
So yeah, that's what we look at. There are some exposed bulbs in this barn. Luckily, they are up higher, so they're less of a concern. But if they're in a stall or they're in an area, in an aisle where a horse can rear up or they can hit it, and then you have glass all over the place, we want to avoid that at all costs. So we always look for a shield or some sort of guard if you have bulbs. But a lot of the newer bulbs, the LED fixtures, they don't have any bulb. It's all integrated, so it's something you don't have to worry about the horses messing with or breaking.
Very good.
That's a big deal here in the barn.
Okay.
So
step 3.
Step 3. Well, the big thing, really the last step is I look at the overall condition. I want to see. I talk to people about what their goals are for their barn. Are they going to be growing? Do they have any specialty equipment? Where is their farrier going to be setting up? Does their farrier always have an outlet? Are you constantly running an extension cord?
Somebody's been teaching him.
I'm a good listener. I listen. But yeah, where's your farrier setting up? Are you constantly having extension cords out? Are you planning on having an RV? Where's your RV set up? Or maybe you have a trailer that has a living quarters in it. We want to make sure that we make special accommodations for those pieces of equipment, those facilities, so that you're utilizing your barn the best to your needs. We don't want extension cords running all over the place, so we want to make sure that you're not only set up for today, but you're set up for the future, that you're ready to have a wonderful working barn that works for everybody. You want to make sure people can do their jobs to the best of their ability.
All right, well, that wraps it up on this segment. We'll be back, talk a little bit more with Pat.
Welcome back to the Horse Talk Show. Have you ever heard of a horse that can talk? Listen to this. With your host, Louisa Barton. She's literally in love with every horse. Presented by Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience. She's back in the saddle again. And now here's your host,
Pretty.
Louisa Barton. She's a Brit, she's got the gift of the gab, and her guests are fab.
Larson Farms is our TV broadcast sponsor. Mr. Richard Larson, a man of great integrity, cares about every single bale of hay and about taking care of his customers. He also has a huge heart for those genuinely in need. Larson Farms, Idaho's finest alfalfa.
With over 70 years of collective experience in the horse industry, Lip Chip was built with integrity by horsemen for horsemen. Introducing the Chip Link system, powered by Lip Chip, where a 15-digit unique ID becomes a key to unlock not only identity, but also health paperwork, owner information, and even photos of each horse. So simple, even a child can do it. The future is here. The future is Lip Chip.
This show is brought to you in part by DAC Vitamins and Minerals of Florida. All horses need a solid immune system, excellent joint support, a healthy gut, and DAC has all the vitamins and minerals they need with the NASC stamp of approval. So like them on Facebook now or go to feeddac.com. DAC, it makes a world of difference.
This hour of the Horse Talk Show is presented by Palm Chevrolet in Ocala, where the entire team is committed to making your experience in sales and service hassle-free and easier than ever with no games or gimmicks. Come in and visit on Southwest College Road or online at palmchevrolet.com. A second-to-none experience with all the amenities. Palm Chevy, find new roads.
The Equine Performance and Innovative Center, situated on 30 pristine acres in the horse capital of the world, is one of the finest and most complete conditioning and rehab centers for equines and canines in the nation, including an equine hyperbaric chamber, aqua pacer, water treadmill, cold water leg spa, equine swimming pool, Eurosizer, and more. Epic equine veterinarians specializing in rehab and conditioning. For more information, go to epcrehab.com or find them on social media.
Join us for the Hobby Horse Equestrian Games, presented by Ag Pro Companies of Ocala on October the 21st at the Florida Horse Park. Enjoy the parade of horse breeds, take a free hay ride, and learn horse sports by competing from the safety of a stick horse. Win ribbons and prizes in barrel racing, show jumping, roping, racing, and polo. Plus food trucks and a vendor village. Don't forget to horse around with us October the 21st, 10 to 6 p.m. at the Florida Horse Park. Free admission for all. This event is part of the CEP's Equine Initiative, presented by Piranha.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
Hi, this is Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith. You're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back to the Horse Talk Show. I'm filling in for Louisa Barton. I'm Dancin Pete Rodda. I've got Pat Myers Electric, Pat Myers sitting in for my part of the co-host. And we're brought to you by Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience. Our broadcast sponsor, Larson's Hay.
Home of Idaho's finest alfalfa.
Very good, Pat.
Thank you, Pete.
We are here with Carrie Landry, Secretary of Citrus Stampede Rodeo, and Dr. Marnie Ward. She's the 4-H agent and extension agent for Citrus County. So welcome, ladies. So tell us a little bit about your rodeo.
So we are on our 27th year, and we are a full PRCA sanctioned rodeo. That all the 100% of the proceeds after payout goes to our Citrus County 4-H kids for scholarships, for our numerous things, going to college, different events that may be out. We have sponsored kids to go to the UF Horsemanship School, to go to Camp Cherry Lake. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of different programs that 4-H offers for kids that some families may not be able to afford in our county. And that's when our foundation group comes in and we sponsor those kids.
Wow. So when is this rodeo?
This rodeo is going to be November 17th and 18th of this year. Gates open at 5:30. Show starts at 7:30.
And where is it?
It's in Citrus County in Inverness at the Citrus County Speedway. and fairgrounds.
Very good. So when did this start? So tell me how it got started.
That's a great story.
Oh, well, let's hear it.
Well, we actually have two of our directors, Marlene Law and Hal Porter, that were part of the original team back in, I'm going to date myself. I want to say 1997. And it started off as just plain old bull riding in the grass because there was no covered arena at the time. And you'll love this part. They would put together the bleachers the day of the rodeo, set them all up, and then when the rodeo was done, they would take all those bleachers back apart and send them back because that was the way they did it back then. But since then, we're now able to utilize the fairgrounds with a great covered arena. Everybody stays dry and happy. Rodeo people love what we've got for them. I mean, we got some video up there on the screen kind of showing you a little bit about what we have there at our rodeo in Citrus County. These are our 4-H kids and our Veterans Night when we have the Purple Hearts come out. We have veterans from all of the different branches, and we recognize them because we really think that our rodeo is a down-home, family, happy, friendly event that means a lot to our community. This is our committee that's up there in front of you. Miss Marlene Law has been with us since the beginning, and Mr. Hal Porter over there on the, I want to say my left, your right. But yeah, all great things at our rodeo.
Very good. So this is run by who? So who puts on the rodeo?
Citrus County 4-H Foundation organization. We're a group of directors that are all volunteers.
Wow. So the kids are involved? Because when I was in college, we were the only college-run PRCA rodeo, and we had done it for years and years and years, and they always said we did some of the best rodeos. So we learned lots. It was funny because we got kicked out, and they said, what does rodeo have to do with college? And it's like, what does football have to do with college? You learn a lot to play football and do that. You learn a lot to run a rodeo.
So yes, actually, we bring in 12 and above. They have to go through training before they can volunteer. 90% of what goes on is all around the 4-H kids. So you'll see the kids running around in shirts. They do all of our 50-50 tickets, and it's all geared to the kids.
And of course, they're in our kiddie corral.
Kiddie corral, our drill team.
Yep, and our drill team is out running the clay. You know, they really kick it up, and they put on an amazing show. You definitely here we have one of our drill team members from a couple of years back. They dress in green, they dress in red, white, and blue for Veterans Night, or of course they dress in pink for Tough Enough to Wear Pink.
There you go. I should have worn my pink today.
Let me just tell you, right here we have Mr. Hal Porter, and we've got some of our state 4-H officers in this photo here. A couple of years ago when Mr. Hal Porter, a foundation scholarship was created in his name based on the proceeds that are raised in our rodeo.
Who is Hal Porter?
Hal Porter is our 4-H Foundation president.
Okay.
And a 4-H alumni since he was 8 years old. So
he's also now the president of the
Federation of Fairs.
Fairs.
Yes.
Very
so
good.
If you are a fair person, you should meet Hal.
There you go. So do the kids actually get to move stock?
No.
Okay, they don't get
Our
to do
stock
that fun
contractor,
stuff. There you
5-star, will take care of all of their stock. Anybody who rides in, with the exception of our drill team, has to be PRCA card holders.
Okay.
But we have our drill team that is all 4-H kids starting at the age of 8 years old, which is UF standards. Anybody to handle large livestock has to be 8 years and above. So our drill team's fantastic. They practice on the weekends, and they do some pretty cool maneuvers with their horses to songs that interchange to different types of songs.
Wow.
So it
Yeah.
could be anywhere from rock to country, and they're going to do, it's probably about a 10-minute segment during the rodeo, and then they'll have a meet and greet, and then at the end of the rodeo, they'll sign autographs.
Wow.
Yep.
And they will also be in our Veterans Day Parade.
So you
Yes,
definitely
got a
don't
lot
want to
going
miss
on.
all those good things. But we definitely want to tell you that advance tickets go on sale
November 1st.
November 1st.
And our advance ticket prices will be $18 for an adult, $5 for a kid, 4 to 10 years of age. And then at the gate, advance tickets will end November 16th. And then at the gate, the ticket prices will go up to $25 an adult, $10 a kid, 4 to 10 years old, cash only.
Cash only.
So get those advance ticket sales because that gets you in a little bit easier and helps the families.
So for people who have never been to the rodeo before, like I've seen a lot of hunters, and we're very proper. You clap just a little golf clap. What do you expect to see when you go to the rodeo for the first time?
Very loud and fun.
Loud and fun.
Lots of
Okay.
it, yeah, lots of excitement, and everybody.
Have you never been to a rodeo?
I know that's just more my speed. I don't golf clap like every once in a while.
This
You
year
look
we
at the
have
trainer.
Trent McFarlane coming in, and he's one of our best specialty acts. So he brings it to the table every year he comes. We are on our 27th year. We would be on our 28th year, but COVID shut us down for a year.
Right.
So it's going to be great, and we're looking forward and pushing for our 30th year. One of the biggest things that everybody needs to remember when they come out here, this is for the kids. So all of this money, every bit that's earned, it doesn't go to someone else's pocket. It goes to
And there
all
you
of our
see 'em.
scholarship kids.
Our 4-H public speaking program, which is offered in Citrus County, reaches over 3,500 kids with content. This is one of our scholarship winners from this past
Okay,
year.
so hold that thought. When we come back, we'll start right off where we left off. We're going to have to
great.
take a break, and we'll see you back in a few minutes.
Thank you to the presenting sponsor of this portion of the Horse Talk Show, Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience. Thank you to our TV broadcast sponsor, Larson Farms, Idaho's finest alfalfa. Also, thank you to supporting sponsors, Nirvana Medical Spa, TT Distributors, Summit Joint Performance, Equine, Midnight Rose Equestrian, the Florida Horse Park, Horse Farms Forever, and the Equine Performance and Innovative Center.
This show is brought to you in part by Seminole Feed Stores, family owned since 1934. Manufacturing fixed formula horse feeds with mindful monitoring and quality ingredients right here in Ocala in an all-natural, non-medicated feed mill. Seminole Feed, simply the world's best and safest feed. Like them on Facebook now or find them at SeminoleFeed.com.
Horses. Piranha! Oh no! Oh, the humanity! Oh, piranha.
My name is Dr. Natalie Solomon. I formulated Equine with cutting-edge science and technology alongside the passion that is represented by a lifelong love of horses. I created a product that I would trust for my horses because they deserve nothing but the best for their bodies. Horses rely on us to take care of them, to love them, to respect them. This is how Equine came to life. Equine, CBD for your horse that you can trust.
Does your farm need a facelift? Has the harsh Florida climate left your barns, stable doors, and fences stained? J&S Pressure Washing has a professional team who can exceed your expectations and restore your farm to its former glory. Get rid of dust and cobwebs that can cause allergies and health issues for horses, and keep your horses safe by limiting fire hazards in the barn. J&S Pressure Washing can clean your house, your barns, your fences, and your driveway, and you can count on dependable and professional services. For more information, call Stephen at 352-502-5355.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
Hi, this is Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith. You're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Back to the Horse Talk Show, brought to you by Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience. Our broadcast sponsor, I'm getting tings from Louisa.
Larson Hay, home of Idaho's finest alfalfa.
So it's thank you, Pat. It's Dancin Pete here. I'm taking over for Louisa Barton, and Pat Myers from Pat Myers Electric is taking over for me. And so Louisa's texting me, and my phone's going off, so I'm supposed to call her, she said, on the next one. So I'm pulling out my phone to call. Let's see, there it is.
Don't call me.
Don't call me? Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here.
Okay, so we're calling Louisa right now.
Hello.
Hello, you're on with us with Carrie Landry at Citrus Stampede Rodeo and Dr. Marnie Ward for 4-H agent and extension agent for Citrus County. Louisa Barton, we're on your show. Would you like to say something?
I just wanted to tell you what a great job you were doing. And I wanted to thank Pat Myers for making the show so very current. Was that a good one? It was, wasn't it?
Shockingly good. Thank you, Louisa.
But also, well, other than thanking you two chaps for filling in for me so incredibly well, I wanted to say something. Watching the show, I noticed something.
What'd you notice?
Well, I noticed that they have a drill team.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And then I thought about Pat Myers having his very own horse capital parade that he kind of owns now. And I thought that he might want to invite them to be in his and Sarah's parade.
I would love that.
Wow.
I would love that.
I thought you might.
I would love that.
It was just an observation.
I think they should do a stick horse.
Oh.
Do their drill team stick horse stuff.
Well,
that would also be fantastic. But that I just wanted to put that out there because I was listening and their drill team sounds absolutely phenomenal. And I thought, well, maybe they can do that on stick horses or real horses, either one. But on stick horses would be sort of fun, actually, if they did their drill in Pat and Sarah's parade.
It's not my parade. It's for the horses. We're showing off the breeds.
That's right.
That's it.
Louisa's favorite
There's
thing.
a lot of breeds this year. I don't know if you know that or not, Louisa.
I had heard that there was a large variety of... We even have, may I just say, we even have a zorse and a unicorn and a mammoth donkey.
Wow.
Pat doesn't know what a zorse is.
Isn't it a zebra?
It's a horse and a zebra.
Yeah.
A zebra, not a zebra. It's a zebra.
Horse and a zebra. It's a lovely combination.
Sorry. I was close.
There you go.
Yes.
I was close.
Yes. So the Pat Myers Electric Horse Capital Parade around the park would be even better if it had...
It would be way better. That would be fantastic.
Yes, it would be way better if we had a drill team, even a drill team on stick horses.
We will pass that along to our drill team. I think they'd be very excited to be invited.
They've got a couple of weeks left to... Sarah Huber Myers just commented that I have good ideas. And she even put a little light bulb. I think that's punish, but I liked it.
We're all charged up right now.
That's it.
I know.
Getting amped up with ideas.
Yes. Anyway, I want to thank you ladies both, Carrie and Marnie, for being on the show and helping these wonderful gentlemen along with the show while I'm missing in action. But you're all doing a wonderful job, and I love hearing about all of this, and it's all about the kids and the next generation. So thank you for helping capture those children and the love of horses, because that's the most important part of the horse world anymore, is catching the young ones. So well done.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for
Anyway,
listening.
I'll let you go and get back to it, but I didn't want to forget to say I think that drill team would be a lovely part of this parade.
All right. Sounds great. We will have fun. We'll keep the show going.
Don't forget to talk about the adventures of the wonkiest, ugliest, and weirdest donkey.
Well, you obviously aren't watching the show yet, so we've already talked about it once.
I didn't see his adventures yet. So
yeah, we'll say it again. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Oh, my gosh. Isaac got my name up there on the phone just like that.
Yes,
Isaac, well done. He's doing a phenomenal job as always. I'll say goodbye.
All right. Goodbye. All right. So in the last segment, we were talking about the scholarships. So tell us a little bit more about the scholarships that you guys get.
Well, we give out, let me see, since the beginning, they've given out probably $120,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors. So that's our senior kids when they're ready to graduate high school. They're going on to technical school or college. And they can then come, once they get one scholarship, they can come back for the next 3 years to get, and we call them extended scholarships. So that means a lot to all of us, that we are supporting that next generation of young people in whatever it is that they want to.
Maybe they want to be an electrician.
Go on. We actually sent a young lady to welding school just a couple years ago.
Very cool.
And you can't oversell that, how important it is that our community is sponsoring this rodeo so that we can grow those next generation of kids that are going to become those leaders that we need.
Very good.
So, I probably just want to make sure I say that this is a Dodge Ram rodeo.
Dodge Ram
rodeo.
PRCA.
A PRCA rodeo.
There you
and
go.
This is the top of the line. If you want a rodeo where you're going to have amazing acts and great bull riders, this is where you need to be in November, the 17th and the 18th, right there in Inverness. Right there in Inverness. You can't miss us. Go down 41. You're going to boom right there.
Very
good. Boom.
So before we get done with this segment, for you, Dr. Ward, you're an extension agent. Please give us a brief thing of what extension agents do, because a lot of people ask me questions on stuff, and I have an animal science degree, but I'm not an extension agent. So,
all right. Well, extension is in every county in Florida. 67 counties, 67 extension offices. And we are that direct outreach from the university to each resident in our county. You have a question about agriculture? I think we mentioned poisonous plants. You got poisonous plants in your pasture. You got cattle out there. You got horses out there. You need to call your local extension office and find out, are those
Could you help me grow grass?
I sure can.
Well, there you go.
I can't, but the extension office can. So you want to call them, and you guys all are, a lot of your audience is in Marion County. So I'm going to direct you to the Marion County Extension Office. They've got an amazing livestock agent and a small farms agent. Any kind of question you might have. And hey, if you've got kids at your house, you definitely need to be calling the 4-H agent, because the 4-H agent is going to be getting your kids involved in clubs and workshops and activities, learning about leadership and citizenship, learning about water. I mean, hey, water's a big deal here in Marion County. You guys have
water
some
makes
of the
world
best,
go round.
best resources up here. So you want to protect it.
Yes,
Head
ma'am.
over to your extension office. They're going to have those programs that you need to make your life better every single day, because we have the solutions.
So if
for
you
your
have a
life.
question,
Yep.
you should first call your extension agent. And
Yes.
they can direct you. Either they can't help you, or they can get you in touch with the person that can help you.
They sure can. That's where you need to go.
That's what I always tell people. I was big in the extension agent when I was in college and learned all about that. And I always go, you guys aren't using your resources.
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of resources in extension agents that can really help you. You don't have to be smart in everything. An extension agent is the one that's going to go either find the information and help you and get it done for you.
Yep. That's what we're there for.
That's awesome.
So
we should
come
have an
and meet
electrician
us.
like that.
I mean, sounds like a great idea.
Well, you guys have done a fantastic job. This sounds great. I would love to go out there. It would be a lot of fun. So we will see you on the 17th and 18th of November. And thank you guys again.
Thank you.
In Inverness.
Thank you guys for having us.
We'll see you in a few
soon.
minutes.
Thank you to the presenting sponsor of this portion of the Horse Talk Show, Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience. Thank you to our TV broadcast sponsor, Larson Farms, Idaho's finest alfalfa. Also, thank you to supporting sponsors, Nirvana Medical Spa, TT Distributors, Summit Joint Performance, Equine, Midnight Rose Equestrian, the Florida Horse Park, Horse Farms Forever, and the Equine Performance and Innovative Center.
This hour of the Horse Talk Show is presented by Palm Chevrolet in Ocala, where the entire team is committed to making your experience in sales and service hassle-free and easier than ever with no games or gimmicks. Come in and visit on Southwest College Road or online at palmchevrolet.com. A second-to-none experience with all the amenities. Palm Chevy, find new roads.
The Equine Performance and Innovative Center, situated on 30 pristine acres in the horse capital of the world, is one of the finest and most complete conditioning and rehab centers for equines and canines in the nation, including an equine hyperbaric chamber, aqua pacer, water treadmill, cold water leg spa, equine swimming pool, Eurosizer, and more. Epic equine veterinarians specializing in rehab and conditioning. For more information, go to epcrehab.com. Or find them on social media.
This show was brought to you in part by TT Distributors, dedicated to bringing their customers the largest selection of quality horse supplements, products, and farrier supplies in Florida at affordable prices. Also online at ttdistributors.com.
Reboot Self-Care Center in Ocala is the future of integrative healthcare, utilizing natural self-care protocols and the finest in modern technology. Instead of treating you, we are teaching you. Learn how to combat threats to your own health and protect your family. For weight control, performance enhancement, anti-aging, self-detoxing, or preparing for pregnancy, Reboot Self-Care will teach you how to improve your own health. Like us on Facebook now and find us on the web at rebootselfcare.com.
Join us for the Hobby Horse Equestrian Games presented by Ag Pro Companies of Ocala on October the 21st at the Florida Horse Park. Enjoy the parade of horse breeds. Take a free hay ride and learn horse sports by competing from the safety of a stick horse. Win ribbons and prizes in barrel racing, show jumping, roping, racing, and polo. Plus food trucks and a vendor village. Don't forget to horse around with us October the 21st, 10 to 6 p.m. at the Florida Horse Park. Free admission for all. This event is part of the CEP's Equine Initiative presented by Piranha.
The Horse Talk Show broadcasts from the CEP's Equine Studios in downtown Ocala in the horse capital.
Hi, this is Hall of Fame jockey Mike Smith. You're listening to the Horse Talk Show.
Dancin Pete here on the Horse Talk Show on our last segment, brought to you by Palm Chevrolet, your hometown Chevy experience, and our broadcast sponsor,
Larson Hay,
Idaho's finest alfalfa. There, we did it together. That's fantastic. Great. Dancin Pete filling in for Louisa Barton and my co-host, Pat Myers from Pat Myers Electric, filling in for me.
Filling in for P. Rodda.
And we're going to start off this segment of the news as Dancin Pete's Tip of the Week. Dancin Pete's Tip of the Week brought to you by Complementary Horsemanship. Dancin Pete's Tip of the Week is team. And what I mean by team is it takes a team to help a horse. So a lot of times we think it's a behavior problem, so people call me in. And I might find out it is a behavior problem. However, I need to think in the back of my mind, this could be a chiropractic problem. His back's out of alignment. It could be a vet problem. He's having trouble. It could be a farrier problem. His feet hurt. It could be lots of different things. It could be a nutrition problem. He's getting too many calories or not enough calories. So it's a team thing. When I learned to trim horses and shoe horses a long time ago, the guy showed us a horse and he flexed it to the left and to the right, and one stopped, and he goes, okay, if I got a trainer in here, it'd be a behavior problem. If I got a farrier, it would be a foot problem. If I got a vet, it would be an internal problem. If I got a chiropractor, it would be his atlas is out. So you always have to think about, yes, your behavior. I got on a horse one time that nobody could get on that had a broken pelvis, and they found out the next day. I felt really good that I got on the horse that nobody could get on and it had a broken pelvis. So always think, what team do I need to get this horse checked out before I go, okay, it is a behavior problem.
Yeah.
So do you have that happen?
Oh my gosh, we deal with that all the time in what we do. And really, it's everyone. Everyone needs to think with a team mentality. Know what you're good at and know what players you need on your team. We call it having the aces in the right places.
There you go. We got Isaac in the right place.
That's
our
right.
ace in the hole.
I'm not doing editing. Isaac is fantastic at it.
That's right.
Just like my business needs insurance. I don't figure out my own insurance. I find the best insurance person and bring them onto my team to help take care of my business.
There you go.
So, super important.
Speaking of the team at the Horse Talk Show, let's go to the Ocala Dog Ranch for exercise.
The Horse Talk Show goes to the dogs at Ocala Dog Ranch.
Exercise. We all hear about a tired dog is a happy owner. Well, how about exercising with your dog? Maybe go for a bike ride and have your dog run beside you. Maybe learn to throw a frisbee and have your dog retrieve it for you. Maybe play fetch. Maybe go swimming together. Go hiking together. Exercising with your dog is a fun way to bond with your dog. It's good for you and it's good for your dog.
That was, well, I can't call him Uncle Neil anymore, but he doesn't like it. I love it, but that was good. Exercise, getting your dog out there to do things, just like your horse needs exercise.
Yeah.
So playing
Can't keep
frisbee.
the dogs laying on the couch all the time.
That's right.
Get them out and exercise.
Get some exercise. All right. So let's recap on what we got going on. Let's go to the horse hobby games.
The hobby horse games.
Hobby horse games, October 21st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Brought to you by the Equine Initiative and Piranha Animal Health. What are we going to have out there?
Oh, we're going to have show jumping, dressage, horse racing, mounting, shooting, roping, barrel racing, and polo, all from the safety of a hobby horse. So if you've never had a chance to participate in those games, come on down and join us. And the wonkiest hobby horse trophy.
Not again.
Just saying, it's a thing. Come and participate.
For what Pat was talking about, let's go back to the games. They are from true professionals. The polo is from David.
With Ocala Polo is going to show us how to do it.
And he's amazing. He can play polo like no other. And he's going to teach you polo. So we're getting top people. When I learned the reining pattern last year, it was from a family that reins at the top. So this isn't just somebody they grabbed and says, oh, can you teach show jumping or stuff like that? No, we've got top professionals coming out to teach your kids and yourself, the big kids, how to do these. And this is open to vendors. So if you're a vendor and you want to participate, this is going to be a lot of people.
A lot of people going to be there.
We're going to have food trucks so you can get your favorite foods. We're going to have hay rides
Brought to you by Larson's Hay.
Idaho's finest alfalfa. Now we're going to have Pat Myers do it with me all the time. And then we're going to have a horse breed exhibit. And then Louisa Barton's favorite, all breed parade.
Yeah.
Wow. And how many are we up to?
I think up to over 40.
Wow. And this is free admission because of all our great sponsors.
So there's no excuse not to be here. It's a great time for everyone.
21st of October at the Florida Horse Park. Be there or don't be on a stick horse. I guess. No, we'd like to see you guys out there. We're going to have a lot of fun. Luis and I will be out there. Pat's going to be out there with his team. And I've heard you're going to really play it up this year.
Oh, we're going to have a great time. We're ready. We've got the whole team ready to have a good time. Even see us competing in some of these events.
Oh, some of your guys that have no clue?
Yeah. that have no clue.
Wow, this will be fun.
Never even been on a horse.
No, Pat's team is really great. He teaches his guys and represents him. Who, if you want an honest person to come out and help you with your electricity, Pat Myers Electric, please give him a call because they'll really help you. He's taught me a lot.
Well, thanks.
And I didn't know anything about. I knew enough about electricity not to touch it.
No, yeah, that's a good start. That's
a
always
really
the
good
best
start. I told them we need to do a segment on putting up electric fence. Okay, so we also have our Piranha Golf Tournament. Piranha Animal Health. We're having November 3rd. Golf with Pro Ted Potter at the Country Club of Ocala. 7:30 breakfast and registration. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. golf tournament. If you have a team, it's $1,000 for 4 players, so you can split that. Or if you just want to make a donation to this great fundraising event, you can give them whatever you want. We'll have lunch from 2 to 3 p.m. At 3 to 5, we'll have free time. And from 6 to 10, the dinner, award ceremony presentation, and dancing.
A little bit of dancing.
Western cocktail business, casual golf attire.
Wow.
And this is going to benefit
Gentle Carousel,
Therapy Horses, Canines for Warriors, and
the Youth Ranch.
The Florida Youth Ranch.
Yes.
Wow, that one's the hard one to read.
That is the hardest. It's the smallest one.
It's the small
lettering.
So,
but great cause.
Yes.
Great cause.
And Piranha, I always say this. I know a lot of the Piranha people, they are like family. They actually invited Louisa and I last year to their Christmas party before they had the golf tournament and treated us just like family. I mean,
wow.
They fed us, they talked to us. Not like, oh, well, you're not part of us. They felt part of us, and we felt part of them. So it was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, great people.
Great people. So come out and help out. And if you have too many flies around you while you're golfing, guess what?
Make it a no-fly zone.
Yeah,
with Piranha.
With Piranha.
There you go.
No-fly zone for golf. That's their new product. They're going to have a golf product that you can spray yourself so you don't have flies.
There you go.
But yeah, it'll be a great cause with all these, and hopefully we'll get to see Gentle Carousel. Maybe Magic will be out there.
Yeah.
So, well, that show went fast. Thanks again, Pat, for coming out.
Thanks for
We're gonna
having
have
me,
you come
Pete.
back because you definitely helped out. You guys, if we see you in Marion County or not, happy horsing around. See you next time.